What is up, you guys? Steven Muehlhausen here. Walk away to Fight Club. It is Friday evening, 45 Eastern on a Friday. Wasn't going to do this because I only caught a clip. It was sent a clip, and then I decided, let's do this. We haven't done one of these in a while, but I'm gonna make these more frequent. So I'm gonna thank everyone so much for people already tuning in. I didn't think anyone would tune in, so it does mean a lot. Thank you so much. Make sure you guys go to the YouTube channel. I took a clip out of the QT Marshall interview I did for Sports Illustrated. So make sure you guys take that out. Listen, take a good listen to that and subscribe to the channel. Leave a thumbs up. If you're watching on Twitter, just hit the like button, leave a question, comment, and I will. And give me a follow on Twitter, by the way. I lost a ton of followers because I decided to voice my opinion about the election. So people apparently don't like that. So, but I don't care. It's my profile, my words. I will say what I want. But we will be doing a lot more of these key stuff from each show, whether it's AEW, WWE, New Japan, TNA. We'll be doing a lot more of these. So just trying a bunch of new stuff out. Like, tell me what you think of this little banner. I think that's pretty cool as well. But enough of me yakking. The big news is you see in the scroll. Look at the bottom. Bloodline is back. The OG Bloodline has reunited. They will face the new Bloodline coming up at Survivor Series on Saturday, September the 30th from Rogers Center in Vancouver, British Columbia, live on and the WWE Network everywhere else across the world. The final PLE seen, the final main roster WWE PLE that you will be able to watch outside of the United States, North America, on the WWE Network. But an ending to the show that I think many could have seen coming, especially when you saw the beginning of the show, which I thought was well done, began with Roman Reigns, came right out and get anything going. Here comes Jay. Here, then Jay starts talking a little bit. Out Sammy. All Sammy's feeling the love. He's feeling the tension. He's feeling a little tension. He's like, I don't want you to apologize to me. I want you to apologize to Jay. Roman being Roman happened. Said Sammy's not even a part of the family. Sammy leaves. Roman gets the bloodline gets attacked. Not the bloodline gets attacked. I don't know why I said that. Roman called out. Sorry for my throat, by the way. Roman called out Solo. Solo wanted. Here came Jacob Fatu, who cut an amazing promo, by the way. And ever Jacob Fatu turns babyface, we know he can cut a promo now. For everyone that was really concerned about Jacob Fatu being able to cut a promo, I think Jacob Fatu really settled that down and let people know, hey, I can cut a promo at a main event level. So I thought that was really well done. And you could see, and I'm like, okay, I can get behind this. You could see where they were going. Sammy was conflicted. He didn't know what to do. And then he's walking off. And I thought a really good backstage segment is then you got Roman talking like he's gonna leave. Jimmy's with him. And here comes Jay. Like, what are you doing? They're bickering back and forth. Roman walks off. I love the subtle thing of Jay grabbing him by the arm, bring him back, and like, listen, said we were going to be equals. This is your one pass. And he tells Jay to go find Sammy. Jimmy shakes his head, wondering what the heck is going on. Jimmy walks off, and Roman's a man without an island. And really set the tone of, was this fractured? Was it to the point where maybe they're not going to get back together? Maybe it's not meant to be. The story isn't the right time, nor is it the right place. And well, and I gave that whole 20 minutes. I thought that was just solid. It was fantastic storytelling. And a couple times you cut to Roman and he's thinking. And I'm even thinking, I don't know, guys, leave questions or comments. Leave it on Twitter. Leave it on, if you're watching on Twitter, leave a comment. I'll answer it. I'll answer her live on the air. If you're watching on YouTube, make sure you guys do the same thing. If you want to watch on YouTube, just type in the Walkway to Fight Club. Bing, bing, boom. It is right there. Subscribe. Leave a thumbs up. Rate, review. Leave a comment. Follow me on Twitter at @Muehlhausen I don't have it on here. I should have. I'm trying new overlays. So I wanted to see how this one works. And that was the one thing I did forget. So my sincere apologies for that. But the way they did it, I thought was really well done. And kudos to everyone involved. But I really thought Paul Heyman was going to come back somewhere in this between that and the end of the show. And Paul was at the show. Video out, but he didn't really rely on videos. And I talked to some people in WWE, and he was at the show. To me, it's a matter of. I thought this would have been the perfect moment. You have to think we get it between now and November the 30th. You would think, and I've been wrong before. I can be wrong again, but that to me just really seems like it makes the most sense at this stage of the game. But you never know. They've kept Paul out for a long time already, so maybe they feel like they can keep extending this for the time being. And I think Paul's the icing on the cake. He is the wise man. So I think sooner or later we will. I'm going to make a prediction. Spoiler: we will see it before Survivor Series. And then they came out at the end of the show. Acknowledgement. This was so weird. I'm like, why are we doing this? And they did it anyway. I kind of laughed. I chuckled. And sorry for my throat, by the way. I was screaming in the car, and my kids are like, what are you doing? As I'm sitting there watching the video and we're going home. Don't watch Twitter videos and drive home, by the way. Not the best idea. And Roman comes out like right away after Solo tells Buffalo to acknowledge him. Here came Roman Reigns. He wanted a one-on-one match. Declined it and said, let's do it. Let's go and let's do 5-on-5 and go to war. And even me. Roman was like, well, you only got 4. And then he was like, well, I got 5. And here Sami Zayn came out to the entranceway. The new Bloodline attacks Roman. Solo could have put him away with Samoan Spike. He wanted Sami to finish the job. Sami didn't want to do it. Sami came in and appeared to be reluctant and gave a haluva kick to Solo Sikoa, the crowd in Buffalo. There's not many great things to come out of Buffalo. No, if you're a Bills fan, I'm sorry. If you're a Sabres fan, only the cool thing about Buffalo is you're near the Niagara Falls. That's about the only cool thing about Buffalo. No offense. But great haluva kick. Crowd erupted. Jacob Fatu came in. Superman punch by Roman Reigns. Haluva kick by Zayn. Out goes Fatu. All 4 of them in the ring, and the crowd's just waiting. It's like, all right, we're gonna get this back. You're getting it, and you're getting it, and it's like by this time I'm like, I watched a little clip. I got home. I'm sitting there with my kids, and they're all geeked. They're excited, and trying to look at something or something. So I'm seeing that, and I'm like, okay. And lo and behold, Jay put up the 1 first. I was like, ooh, okay, Jay. He puts up the 1. Jimmy then like. Then you got Sammy and Roman just there, clashing the Titans. Sammy puts up his one. Did you hear him tell Roman that couldn't make it out? I listened a couple times. It was something along the lines of "Are you in or are you out?" Roman put that one up. They both walked to the center, and the crowd just erupted for the return of the OG Bloodline: Roman Reigns, Jimmy and Jey Uso, Sammy Uso. I'm talking about it right now. Go to my house, or I would show you the goosebumps. But an absolutely fantastic moment. The story, just like when you think the story can't get better, it somehow gets better. That's a testament. Those four, testament to Solo, Jacob Fatu, the Tongans, Heyman, Levesque, Michael Hayes, Bobby Roode, everyone involved story in the last over 4 years. This has been over 5 years. This has been no, over 4 years. It's been so well done. Now the story continues. Here's the $1,000,000 question. Who is the fifth member of each team going to be? Because you heard that 5-on-5. And War Games is always 5-on-5. I have asked. I have not gotten confirmation yet. And I'm gonna look at my phone right now while we're sitting here having this conversation. Who is the fifth guy? Who do you, everyone watching, who do you want the fifth guy to be? Each team. I have my ideas. Leave a comment. Leave a question. You're watching on, whether you're watching on the Walkway to Fight Club YouTube channel or you're watching on my Twitter channel. Leave your suggestions. Who could it be? Lance Inouye just signed. It was revealed he signed with WWE. I know he's still injured. Hikuleo, he's out there. You got, what does someone bring up? I've heard people have brought up Cody. Some people have said, why not Rikishi? Who I think it's going to be if they go 5-on. Just me spitball. I think it's going to be. I think it's going to be The Rock. I think it's going to be Hikuleo. The Rock turning on. The Rock joins the OG Bloodline. Hikuleo's in the new Bloodline. Rock delivers a beatdown of a lifetime to Roman Reigns to end the show. The Rock, it's revealed that The Rock is the one pulling the strings. Here's your Bloodline going forward. That'll get us to WrestleMania. I could be wrong. It could be The Rock and Cody. I don't feel very confident in Rikishi. I know Hikuleo's at the Performance Center. Talking to some people there fairly recently. He signed, he sealed, he's delivered. More getting him, from I'm told, up to snuff. Whatever the wording you want to use. Because he's a hell of a talent. You could see that raw potential when he was in New Japan. But I see more people jumping in, guys. Who do you want the fifth member of Bloodline? Who do you want the fifth member to be new bloodline. Right now, it's Roman Reigns, Sami Zayn, Jay and Jimmy Uso against Solo Sikoa, Jacob Fatu, Tama Tonga, and Tangaloa. I'm going with The Rock. I'm going with Hikuleo. Could it be Cody Rhodes and maybe The Rock just joins New Bloodline? It can easily happen, and I can be way off. You can look at what we saw at the end of Bad Blood. Did not look very happy with Roman Reigns. I think it's interesting. Interesting to see how they do this. Because I don't think there's not a wrong answer here, but the way this angle it's been so meticulous. It has been so well done. I think WWE can go wrong with any of those scenarios. I can't. I would have said Lance, and people have asked me about Lance annoying the last few days since it came out. It could be. I know he was still injured when it's been reported he's injured. I don't know anything beyond what's been reported. I haven't even asked if I'm gonna. I'll be completely honest about it. But it's interesting. I think it's an interesting dichotomy. And I think another question I have is, how long can you run with these for? Keep them together? Temporary alliance? You didn't see no hugs. Maybe wanted a hug. Roman still hasn't apologized. Maybe we get that next week in Milwaukee. I don't know. Roman Reigns is scheduled for as far as I know, Roman Reigns is scheduled for every SmackDown leading to Survivor Series. I would think he's wrestling on Saturday night's main event on December the 14th in Long Island. I could be wrong. But I would seriously consider they've been so meticulous on this. It's I think you hate me. You really want to do this and you do it right. I know people are going to get mad when I say this because it's the internet. You had the Usos beat. You could have this. I could be wrong. I'm spitballing. Please. Have the Usos beat the Motor City Machine Guns. You have Sami Zayn. You're going to have Sami Zayn beat LA Knight. He becomes the United States champion. Or you going to have him beat Braun Breaker to become the Intercontinental champion. I'm not even saying you have to have Roman beat Cody. You know, I think that's the route I see. I don't. And it's like, what do you do there? So many. I think this is all dependent on if they're together, if they stay together. You know what you do. It's a great. There's no right or wrong answer. One would have to think they stay together at least through WrestleMania. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm right. I don't know. But I think that's what really, at the end of the day, makes this fun. But we are going to leave it at that. I want to keep it kind of short to the point. But as the scroll says, the original bloodline of Roman Reigns, Jay and Jimmy Uso, and Sami Zayn, or if you want to call him Sami Uso, they are back. And a mystery, we'll call it the mystery partner. The new bloodline of Solo Sikoa, Jacob Fatu, Tama Tonga, and Tangaloa inside the War Games Survivor Series taking place on Saturday, November the 30th from Rogers Center in Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada, live on Peacock in your local cable and satellite traditional pay-per-view. Contact your local and satellite contact your local cable and satellite providers. And if you live outside of the United States, you can watch it on the WWE Network. The final WWE PLE outside of the United States and North America that you will be able to watch WWE PLE on the WWE Network, as it will go to Netflix starting in the beginning of January, as there's no PLE in December, as there's only the Saturday night's main event, which is on December the 14th on NBC for the Nassau Memorial Coliseum in Long Island, New York. But don't forget, if you're watching on Twitter, just hit that follow button. Please follow me on Twitter. Trust me, I keep it entertaining. A lot of good stuff coming up. Feature on QT Marshall Live as he faces the Costco guy coming up on AEW's Full Gear, which is the week before Survivor Series, Saturday, November the 23rd, from the Prudential Center in Newark, New Jersey, with the main event of Jon Moxley and Orange Cassidy for the AEW World Heavyweight Championship. And a lot of different cool stuff I have in the pipeline coming up for Sports Illustrated. So make sure you guys check all that cool stuff out. If you're watching here on the YouTube channel, it's simple. Hit that subscribe button, leave a thumbs up to the video, rate, review, download the podcast. If you ain't been able to watch the full video, you missed a little bit. Audio up shortly. Just make sure you rate, review, download, and subscribe either on Apple, Spotify, or wherever you listen to the 9 million different podcast outlets that are out there around the podcast universe. But thank you so much. This is Steven Muehlhausen, and I will talk to you guys next week. Peace. I'm out of here.